Okay. Let me cut. There's a top piece on this end right here. This fly bone right here. I'm going to cut that off. Um, the bones? Oh, pork is probably running, if this is a pork loin, the whole loin with the bone in. So I guess I can get it for three and a half a pound or something like that. Um, and then when they sell it in the store, I've seen it for 365, 375. If they make a roast, if they do that, go ahead and package it and do all that for you, then the price goes up. Each time they do something for you, the price goes up. But just in the form it was there, it's probably still $3 and something a pound, and then it start going up after that. This is, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I was going to say in April I had bought a whole pig, 120 pounds, but I paid $1.89 a pound.
See, if you buy the whole thing and you do the work yourself, that lowers your cost. So by you being the chef, if you know what to do to butcher it, you can save yourself a whole lot of money. The more you have someone do for you, the more money they're going to charge you. And the price goes up. And I think it's unfair because they're going to take this and sell it. Okay? So they're saying it costs more because they trimmed the bone out for you. Well, they're going to take the bone and sell it. If I go to this butcher shop and they hand me a roast like this, a pork roast like this, and I know what it is, I'm going to say, where's my bone? I want my bone. Okay? If I'm paying for that, I want my bone. Okay? All right. I'm serious. I'm not going to be treated like that. I know what I'm doing now. All right. I got my pork bone out here. Next thing we're going to do, we have to tie these up, get them ready for roasting. So I get a piece of string, and there's a nice little trick that we learn to figure out how long a piece of string we need, because I see people in the kitchen, they take the whole roll of string and they're cutting the meat, and then they get the string and put it's terrible. Then a week later, you see flies flying all around. You don't know where the flies are going. It's going on the roll of twine that you have because you got meat all over. So before you even start cutting, you might want to measure out lengthwise the length of your of each section. Just measure the length of it, and that would be like 1 revolution. Okay. So if you're going to go 5 revolutions, 1, 2, 3, 4, I might go 6. All right, just measure a little bit more maybe. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see, it's an estimate. Okay, and then you'll know how long to cut the string. Okay, somebody asked me that, and I said, wait a minute, this is how I do it. Try that, see if it works. Because if you don't, what happens is, again, you end up with, and I see some people leave the string attached to the whole roll of twine, and that's bad. And then some people get too much twine, and they end up with a short piece after they get through cutting it, and they can't do anything with it. So you have to end up tying the two together. So if you use that method, before you get your hands all messed up, then you have all your twine cut, and then you just start tying them, okay? So let's see if we got this long enough. All right, to tie this, I first tie right here. And what I'm trying to accomplish by tying this is when the meat cooks, it shapes itself. Okay, so you're trying to keep the shape of the meat. It also gives you nice, even cuts when you cut the meat by tying it. And it's easy to handle. Okay? So that's what you're trying to accomplish here. Let's give a nice, tight tie here. You can push that down if you do it right. Yeah, there you go. All right, do a nice tie there. Now, to tie it, I tell people to just slap the string, okay? Just think of it as, well, let's think of Brian for a minute here. No, not your Brian. Not your Brian. A fictitious Brian. I don't want you to go back and tell him I'm going to slap him. Just slap the string like that. Slap it, okay? I'm not even going to mention Abe's name, okay? I tried to, Abe offered to come down to the day shift, and everybody in the class looked at me and they held their knives up, and I knew the answer, okay? So, I don't know what to say. All right, but anyway, you slap it with the back of your hand, and then just go around like that, okay? And then you pull the meat in the inside, let this slip down, pull the meat through, and then you kind of coordinate it so that your string is back towards the center. You can keep twisting it like that, and it goes back towards the center. And the whole objective, you want that to go straight down the back like that. Okay? Again, slap. You want to come over here? No. Slap. Okay? Go around. Pull the meat through. Okay? All right. And then just keep twisting it so you get that string up. And you want to have it tight. Okay. There you go, another one. And when I get to a certain point, I can do it from the back. And you have to control the width or the spacing in between. Okay. All right, I'm not going to be able to do, I'm going to do one more. That knot is not right. Go on and get that knot right. Okay, there you go. And I'm tying this one tight because they had a big opening underneath. So I'm tying it extra tight. All right, buddy. All right, let me try to get one more. One more. The last one. Tie it on the end here. And this is a hard one to do. Now, I left myself a little short there, but I don't have a whole lot of leftovers, so I think I did okay. Pull that through. I couldn't pull that one as tight as I wanted it, but I did okay. All right, so this is a neat package. Now it's easy to sear, okay, when you start your searing process. What I would do is get like different herbs, rosemary, salt, pepper, all that kind of stuff. Season the pork up. Sometimes you can go ahead and marinate the pork. Yeah, you can play patty cake. We're going to marinate the pork in like a herb vinaigrette, a little rosemary, a little apple cider vinegar,